You are listening to Rockers in Recovery Radio. If you'd like to read more on festivals, events, blogs, and more, visit rockersinrecovery.com or visit us on Facebook. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Hey, John Hollis with Rockers in Recovery. Let me give you a little bit of details about us. Rockers in Recovery Media is a place that we dedicate carrying the message of addiction recovery, education, and we do it through music, news, events, and festivals. And that these take place within and not limited to the clean and sober communities. Rockers in Recovery has been around since 2008, and of course, we are a privately owned media and production company, and look forward to many more years of being able to carry the message of hope. Davis Mitchell is going to be on with us tonight. Davis, give you a little bit of background. Davis Mitchell and the Chillbillies have been a supporter of the Rockers in Recovery concerts, festivals, and message since way back when. We're talking 2011, 2012. And him and, of course, Davis and George have been a big part of what we do. We just got done doing a gig in Maine, carrying the message of hope up there. And, of course, we thank them for all that they do and our support. And Davis is going to talk music and recovery tonight. Davis, how you doing, buddy?
Great. How you doing, John?
Good, man. Hey, listen, thank you for being on the show.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you a question, Davis. I understand that, you've been around for a few years being clean and sober and carrying the message, and you do it through music now, but you do it in a classic way, man. I see you out jamming all the time with your friends and going out and showing your recovery and playing some great music. Can you give us a little bit of background on your recovery aspect and where it began?
Yeah, I started doing music when I was in college. My sophomore year of college, I had a roommate who played acoustic guitar, and I told him if he would teach me one song, I'd be satisfied. I wanted to learn the song Purple Rain. And so that quickly became an obsession for me. The minute I learned Purple Rain, I decided to learn every other song I could get my hands on. And within a year or so of playing, I had formed a band, and we got out and started playing around. And that band was great. We got to get out and tour, hit different parts of the country. It was in the days of the jam bands when they were the biggest. When Fish was at their pinnacle, and so we did that kind of stuff. But that band toured around for a few years before it finally gave way. But that's how I kind of got introduced to music.
Wow. So in that time period, you, I understand by the age of 25, you were a daily cocaine addict and alcoholic, and you got introduced to recovery.
Yeah. So, as that band was ending, I had picked up some habits, as a lot of rock and rollers do, in the bars and the clubs. The great thing about being a musician was all your drinks were free, right? All of the drugs were free.
Yep.
That's what I thought at the time, anyway. And that quickly developed from a weekend thing to a weekday thing to a daily thing. It quickly took a hold of my life, and for a couple of years, I was in and out of treatment centers, detoxes, mental institutions. Trying to get this thing under control. And I realized after a couple of years of struggling with it that the way to beat it was to surrender, and that's how I got introduced to recovery was through a couple of year stint of treatment centers, detoxes, mental institutions, and finally the rooms of AA and NA and Celebrate Recovery.
And you started to utilize your music at that point in the recovery process. I mean, did you find it healing for you while you were going through the process of being newly sober to write music or to play music?
Yeah, it took me a minute to get used to it again, sober. Like I had been doing it so long, altered, that it took me a minute to get creative again. But once the spark hit, it was like God opened up doors everywhere for me to go talk about my story and how I'd come from addiction, and and I got to share my story with people just like me, and all over the place. It was pretty neat.
You became a worship pastor too. Is that through Celebrate Recovery, or was that at your church?
Well, I've done that at a few different churches, but there was a church in downtown Knoxville that I got appointed as the worship pastor at, and it was really great because the congregation was made up of a lot of recovering people, and it was sort of one of those coincidence that wasn't a coincidence things. I was there leading worship, and the people that started being attracted to the service were people who had had a lot of struggles, just like myself. So that opened up the alley for me to, share my story with all those folks. And that congregation grew from 13 to 60 to 200 to 500. It was awesome.
Music provides, and this is something that came out of your bio, music provides perfect medium to educate the masses about addiction and recovery. Have you found that through being able to be open with your recovery and being out and doing other gigs that people approach you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, music provides a connection that I couldn't get otherwise. Like, I'm sort of a socially awkward guy, but you put a guitar in my hand and give me a microphone, and I can talk about some stuff. I can reach people. I feel like I connect with people. But it does. It definitely provides a platform that a lot of times you wouldn't get otherwise.
Oh, good stuff. What is the band? I see that you play with a band, and I wanted to get a little bit of information. You do play with the Chillbillies, but and you come with George and you play play the Rockers and Recovery music festivals. But what do you do when you're not playing with the Chillbillies? Where are you playing at?
Well, I've got several different projects I play with. I still lead worship at a little church in Clinton, Tennessee, called Market Street Ministries. I have a couple of projects. I have like a blues project called the DM3, which is just like a trio. We do a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan and blues-oriented type music. And then I've got New Power Soul, which is a Prince tribute band. We go out and play quite a bit. We're actually playing for New Year's. And then I have I play with this band called Diva and the Black Tie Affair, which is like all Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Prince, anybody like that.
You're also you're in the recovery industry too. You work for a recovery treatment program, correct?
Yes, I do. Work for
what do you do there?
I just do what's called mobile assessments. So I'll go to a hospital with somebody who's in crisis, and I'll sit down across from them, and I'll just ask them, what's going on with them, try to figure out how I can plug them into a treatment center, And it gives me a perfect opportunity to share my story, too.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. You're helping all the way around. You got a full life, it sounds like. And on top of it, you have 3 kids, right?
2 kids.
2 kids. 2 kids.
Yeah.
Full life. Christmas must be pretty crazy around the house, huh?
Yeah, it's actually pretty awesome. When I was in active addiction, I didn't really have choices. I had one choice, and that was to keep using, And when I jump into recovery, all of a sudden the options open up. I can go play music wherever I want. I get to keep my stuff. I get to be a dad to my kids. I get to be involved with real relationships. Be a friend. Be a father. It's all the way around awesome.
There's a lot of things going on right now in the country as far as the opioid and heroin epidemic that's taking place. And this year's festival, which we're going to be coming down to play at, in February is about just that. It's about helping the community understand and what they can do to get help and to receive a message of education. If there was a family member or somebody out there struggling right now with a family member that has a heroin addiction or an addiction overall, what would you say to the family?
That there's hope. That there's absolutely hope, and there's resources, around. I think what's really cool about what's going on right now is it's a double-edged sword. We're seeing new heights of heroin overdoses and opioid overdoses, and but at the same time we're getting some massive media coverage of stuff like Macklemore's new song, Drug Dealer. I don't know if you've heard that yet, but it pretty much brings the opioid epidemic to our TVs and our home front. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say to those families that there's absolutely hope, and we can recover, and we do recover.
What would you say to the addict that may be suffering tonight?
You don't have to live like this anymore. That's the voice I heard was and I continue to hear. Even in recovery, I'm learning and making new decisions and new mistakes at the same time. But I'm constantly getting a chance to become a better person. And for those addicts out there still suffering, there's hope, and you can and you do recover.
Great message. Davis, want to thank you for being on the show tonight. You can check out Davis on Facebook at Davis Mitchell. And is there anywhere else they can find you?
Yeah, well, Facebook.com, Davis Mitchell Music. My music page is up there too. And you can find postings from our different projects up there. And I'm on Reverb Nation, Davis Mitchell Music. That's pretty much it.
Again, man, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for supporting Rockers in Recovery. We really look forward to seeing you in February. You and the band. It's going to be a great day. And, of course, if you don't know about it, it is February the 11th, 2017 at C.B. Smith Park in Timber Pines, Florida. Starts at 11 a.m. with a speakers meeting that ends at 12. Music begins at noon. And, of course, Davis and the gang is the featured musical act, and they go on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're looking forward to having you down, Davis, and spreading the message of hope and joy through music, brother.
Absolutely. I'm excited to be a part of it again, John.
Well, thank you. God bless to you, the family. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will see you in February, brother.
Thank you, John.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
All right, guys, there you go. And Davis is a great guy, very humble man, just a beautiful human being. So we thank you, Davis, again. And most importantly, as he says, music and recovery combined is so powerful. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and we look forward to having you back with us tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. God bless. Have a great night.
Up next, we got Davis Mitchell performing Holding On to Hope, and, of course, his rendition of The Lifting.
Wayward son, to just come back home. Mother, who's been left all alone. The wounded father, just cannot get it right. For the daughter who's been pushed to the side. Don't give up, it's worth the fight. Just fix your eyes on the prize and hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. Hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. You can carry on. For the sister who's waiting on a man, for the brother whose pride will not bend, for the preacher, oh, don't you grow weary now. For the marriage, it's not over, it's not over, it's not over. Don't give up, it's worth a fight. Just fix your eyes on the prize and hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. Hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. You can carry on. To be addicted, you are not alone. To the victims, you are not alone. To the grieving, you are not alone. To the sick one, to the imprisoned, to the orphan, to the widowed, don't give up, it's worth a fight. Just fix your eyes on the prize and hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. Hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. Hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. Hold on to hope. When all hope seems gone, you can carry on. You can carry on. You can carry on. Just hold on to hope. Hold on to hope.
Y'all ready? 40 days out in the desert.
sand. I've been arrested by the spirit. Oh, really let this hurt hand. Oh, yeah. I'm so ready. Are you ready for the lifting? 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 See, I'm a prisoner to this wandering. I've seen angels fall like Adam bound. Are you ready for the lifting? 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 We'll do with a shaky shiver. A lonely taste for you to deliver. Oh no. Trial and tribulation, I've been so far, I feel I'm breaking down. Oh no, oh no. Knoxville, are you ready? If 2007 was a bad year for you, are you ready for the I just want you to raise your hand, cause it's nearly over. You're about to step into a new season. A season of prosperity. A season with no depression, no disease, no addiction. Are you ready for the lifting? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.